When I get asked, Paul, what do you do? My answer is very simple. I solve sales problems, period. Hey, Scott, this is Paul Cruz. We spoke the other day, remember? Yeah,
right now.
No, I understand that. I was just looking at what you and I spoke about the other day briefly about your situation, and I think there is a potential solution here before the foreclosure takes place. And I would like to spend a few seconds and speak with you how we can be of value to you.
As far as the foreclosure takes place, I look at it two ways. One, it's not foreclosing on me. I don't have a problem with that. It's foreclosing on my tenant. However, it would be easier if someone were to buy it from the auction because they would have to clear all the debt in order to take possession of the house, and that just means that I don't have to pay nobody. It's an over with situation. Obviously, I'd be taking probably, I don't know, between $15,000 to $30,000 loss potentially compared to posting it on the market and letting people babble it out for that starter home, which we all know is a high market for it here. So I don't really, sure, it would make me more money if I took possession of it, but not when someone's going to have to pay taxes on that amount, or not when I have to pay realtor fees and closing costs and all.
No, I get that.
Break that $15,000 to $30,000 profit excess into a lot.
Right. But as I understand it, you just mentioned that you might be losing $30,000, $40,000 if you just let them foreclose, right? But now you said you did a wraparound. So do you have any liability on that wraparound at all? Okay. Okay. So let me see if and correct me if I'm wrong on this. So if they foreclose, doesn't that affect you because your name is on it as well, right? Is that almost like co-signing?
Depending on the bank and that financing for property. The same thing. I have to follow by the same laws in Texas, just like the bank would. In order to foreclose at a time, I have to follow by the same laws.
Okay. So you're foreclosing on her. Is that am I confused here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if I could put you in a situation, and I'm not going to guarantee this, but I've been able to solve a lot more difficult situations once I know the fact. If I can put you in the position where you don't have to be foreclosed, or you don't have to go through that, and actually get the other tenant to agree to sell the property, make it a clean situation, are you open to that?
Being open to anything, but I've had people reach out to her and say, just transfer the title to the trust or whatever it's called over, and we need one touch. It just gives the same old garbage response to appease people. I'll talk it over to my husband, and I'll get back to you.
No, I get that. I get that. I get that. And like I said, this is not my first rodeo. I have a lot of experience dealing with situations, and I get it, because people tell you what they want to hear, and people in those situations that do the raw thing always want to justify their behavior, right? You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. No, I get that. I get that. I get that because I know that the foreclosure is happening next month. I would love the opportunity to do business with you because you told me you've got other properties. Sounds to me like you're an experienced investor, and I deal with investors all the time. I deal with agents that are very effective and powerful, that they get the job done that I need to get done, and I don't.
Personally, including one that I'm looking at, just got back on a 3-day vacation that she paid for entirely. So I just don't feel comfortable with her taking care of my business. She's not mentally stable.
No, I get you. So here's let me just ask you some questions. What will happen is this: I would need to know, you know, what the payoff is to the bank. Do you know what the payoff is?
We're going to take about 102,000, and I have about 30 to 32,000 in upgrades.
Okay. So you got 132,000 in upgrades. Okay. All right. And I got you. Okay. My fault. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm paying a 3.5 interest rate.
Okay.
On the mortgage, but I'm paying like a 2.9 or a 3.2 something on the upgrade note.
On the upgrade note. Okay. So the note. Okay. The upgrade note. Okay. All right. And you know, because what would need to happen is a title policy as well, because since you're at 102,000, I believe there's a very good chance that we can solve this issue. And I understand we will have to deal with the tenant. Well, what's the tenant's name, if you don't mind me asking?
They were to kick around. It's our days before this is one of the foreclosure auctions for the day of June, and we're halfway through this month.
Okay.
$350.
Right. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm calling you, because I understand the timetable, because I have a real estate agent that I work with, right? She's actually my partner. I deal with the investors from the buyer's perspective. She handles a lot of the sellers, you know, because she's a licensed agent. I was persuaded to take my license, so I'm in the process of becoming an agent as well, but I'm an investor overall, and I deal with the investors because it's a different mentality. You know, when you deal for a sale by owner, you're dealing with agents, but I deal with agents all over the country. A lot of them are my students, and I work with really powerful agents, and I would love for you to speak with her if you haven't already. Her name is Denise Franco. We could definitely help you. We would like the opportunity to speak with you in a little more length, maybe take a look at the property, speak with the person who's in there. And I know that once we get the facts, we could solve this issue even before the first Tuesday in June, if you give us the chance. And keep this in mind, you know, we're flexible with commission. You know, we're willing to work with you because we want a long-term profitable relationship. And here's why I'm going to say this, Scott.
Actually happens to have properties outright owned that she's looking to talk to.
Okay, so because that's fun. Because here's what I do. Let me just give you a background of who I am. Okay, I'm a venture capitalist by trade. My clients include institutions like banks. They give me spreadsheets of REOs and non-performing notes. That's what I do. Those are my clients. I also deal with investors that are deep pocket, but a lot of times what happens is there's too much friction. So I'm always in the middle trying to be objective and get the results that the investor wants and what the bank needs, right? Because the bank's on the...
Yeah, I was very ignorant, and I trusted the guy that ripped me off here locally.
Okay.
And take care of all the legal wranglings, get this lady out. Is it possible to do a contract or to do a wraparound or some kind of cash flow on this property that somebody stiffs me? I'm not having to spend months on end in court, but I haven't been paid for 8 months and still have to pay to evict.
Well, I'm sure there's a strategy to do that. Here's what I would recommend, okay? Because let me explain to you what we could do. Number one is real estate is what I do. I just want you to know that, okay? I solve sales problems for a living, whether you're a janitorial company, a real estate investor, for sale by owner, you know, a digital marketer. I know how to close deals and make deals happen for both parties, right? But what my main focus is, Sky, and this is what I really want you to know. My main focus is providing solutions like selling your home and getting you out of that situation. But building a long-term profitable relationship is my main focus. And number two is this. The most valuable commodity you and I have right now is time, right? We got the second week of June, right? The second Tuesday of June, right? I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. Because as you know, Scott, this time we have right now, we can't get it back. And I only have one shot to earning your relationship, and that time is now. So I would love the opportunity to do two things. Number one, have you speak with Denise if you haven't already. Meet with her face to face. Let us get access to the lady who's part of this. And once she speaks with me, I'm very persuasive in a good way with every. Yeah, I speak Spanish, and so does Denise. Okay? Okay, and that's a good thing. Believe. Okay. Okay, and fair enough. And here's what I would like to do. I don't, because time is very important for us, Scott. Here's what I would like to do is I want you, when you meet with Denise, and I don't want you to waste her time or our time, because it's going to work against you. And if you give me the shot and give her the listing, have her be your seller's agent, I'm bringing the buyer to the table. So when everything's cleared up, it's going to be in and out like a stock play. You get in, you make a little money, or you cut your losses. You know, we want to cut as much losses as we can, right? You want to cut it off as, you know, you don't want to lose any more than you have to. Okay, so, but here's what's gonna. Okay, so here's the final thing is this. This is how Denise and Paul Cruz sell properties and why for sale by owners. In this case, you're for sale by owner technically, right? This is the reason why they hire us. Number one is we're unique and different because we actually ask the right questions, right? Now, the other thing is this. We have a proven strategy to help you sell and get you out of your situation. Okay? Now, what is that proven strategy? Here's the thing is, when you give us the listing, right, we're going to put it together where we're going to market it the right way. In other words, we're going to hire and outsource for professional photographers, videographer. Staging is important. And here's the thing is 90% of people that are looking to buy home, whether they're foreclosed or not, is they go online and the first thing they look at is the looks of the pictures and the video. And it sells 1/3 faster than any seller trying to do it themselves. Number two is we're also, with that in mind, with that strategy, you're going to get 7 to 10 times more than you're trying to do it yourself. So we might be able to even break you even if you give us the listing to sell it, to bite into the extra money you might have spent. Does that make sense? So we can bite into that. That gives us value. And here's the thing is that costs time and money. So we're willing to take a commission and maybe take care of the marketing costs as long as you give us that opportunity with this in mind. That when we do what we say we're going to do, here's what we are. You give us other opportunities to earn more business with you on your other property, especially with your partner. That's what I do. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, she is very strong-willed.
That's fine. Right.
That person could eventually take her hand.
Fair enough. And here's what I will say. I'm like a quiet taste. I'm from New York. I'm aggressive, but I solve problems, you know. But Denise is very smooth. She's strong when she has to be, but she knows how to deal with people. She sold over, I think maybe over 100 houses over a 9-year period. She's really good, and I trust her. You know, I don't. Yeah. And
she'll shock the fuck out of you and scare the fuck out of
Who's
you.
that? Who's that? Who's that? Your friend? Your friend? Your friend?
He's a realtor here.
That's okay. Let me tell you something, Scott. Let me tell you something, Scott. I'm used to it. I deal with women every day that are so strong. They want to be in a man's world, right? But when you start hitting them like that, they don't like it. But they love you and they respect me, right? But that, listen, at the end of the day, right, but here's the thing: is Denise is going to be handling that, because at the end, I handle the investors, I handle the back end here. It's all about working as a team, as a unit, and solving the problem. Because at the end, if we're valuable to you and we get you out of the situation, and yeah, we make a little bit of money. At the end, we're building a long-term relationship, and that's what I'm all about. Now, what will? I have. Let me tell you a little secret, but I don't want you to tell. I used to be a master at land banking, so I understand land deals. All right, so Scott, here, you got a pen handy, Scott?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
I'm getting ready for Dr. Square.
Okay, all right. My name is Paul Cruz, Paulcruz. My number is 915-200-9353. This is my office number I'm calling you on right now, which is 915-348. I think it's 7513. That's my. Okay. So now I want you to speak with. When can Denise call you today so that she can get some additional information from you? Maybe she can meet with you face to face. That way she could.
I have a vitamin infusion appointment at pain management at 3 o'clock. So if it's a vitamin infusion, it takes less than an hour. So probably 4:30 I'd be free, but because I can't remember if it's a ketamine infusion or a vitamin, anything after like 5:36 I'll be free.
Okay, 5:30 to 6. Would she be able to call you and then meet with you at 5:30 to 6 today?
Yeah. I'm actually on the east side by the sheriff's department.
Okay. Okay. Where would you want to meet you? At the property or a different location?
Well, at that property, I'm a little hesitant to push any of that lady's buttons. So
Okay. What's your address? Where would you want to meet you?
we can meet over here at my place. I have hold on, is that my vehicle turning on Bluetooth? Hold on. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so my address that I'm seeing at right now is 12705
12705
Montana Avenue. Now, you can write this down if people get confused. There's mobile home /RV. I am in a massive dark RV, but it's too big, and I'm on the mobile home side. It's lot 208.
Okay, lot 208.
Yeah,
okay.
And the big redwood right across the top of it.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her call you, and then you guys could arrange a time to meet, okay? That'll work. Her name is Denise. Write this down. Ready? Her name? Okay, her name is Denise, Denise, Franco, Franco. Okay, and she's top dog. She's good. And she's actually the owner of her real estate. So you're dealing with the owner. You're not dealing. She's not going to pass you on to any sub agents or anything like that. You're dealing with the top people. So that way you okay, because and her company's called Franco Real Estate, so her name is Franco. So I'm bringing the top dog to meet with you because I only have one shot to earn your business. And as far as commission is concerned for the listing and the seller's agreement, you know, in a situation like this, typically we charge about 8%. What we're going to do is just charge you 6%. We're going to get things done. We're going to take care of the marketing cost, and we're going to get you out of the situation. And then all we're asking is in the future deals, you know, you give us more opportunities to do business. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, I got some properties that if you want, are you looking for cash flow properties or are you looking to flip? Because I have a couple ones in Las Cruces, New Mexico that have tenants that have been there 5 years, 2 of them, and they're cash flowing right now. If you're interested in that, I could arrange that as well.
It would be something I would shoot over to Michelle, but I don't need to shoot her anything. I need to come at her with the facts right up.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to do that. So I tell you what, I apologize. I put the cart before the horse. I didn't want to do that. But I'm excited because I love solving sales problems. I really do. So, Scott, I appreciate your time. You got Denise. She'll be calling you today. Like I said, just listen to what she says. She's there to help you. I'm here to help you. And you know, we'll try to shoot to avoid that second Tuesday of June. The goal is to try to avoid that and get you, you know, cutting your losses, not lose as much as you lost already. Does that make sense?
Yeah, either the first or the second Tuesday, I don't remember.
Denise will find out. She'll know about that. All right? Okay. All right, Scott. Take care, my friend. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, so what is he?
Hold
He's
on, hold on,
trying
hold
to
on, hold
tell.
on. I want to share something with you.
Okay.
I'm in a closing mindset because I'm tired of the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? This is how you talk to people. I still set my presentation and I already locked in the 8. I said 8 with no problem. But
Mm-hmm.
Denise, right? Did he budge at that? He
Mm-mm.
started talking about other properties. And then I apologized. I'm sorry, I put the cart before the horse. Because we do have 2 in Las Cruces.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the point is this, is the attitude how I went about it. I let him talk, but then I cut him off. Why? He didn't even remember you. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing because now you have a second chance to really get this on the way. And when you said 130, he said 130, 102,000, and then he says 32,000 for remodeling it. I said 132,000 on purpose. Why? I want to see if he's really telling me the truth. Now, by doing that, he starts to explain more of it. You see what I'm saying? And then at the end, I close him. I said, just give us a shot. This is what we do. Real estate is what we do. Bah, 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 bah.
He was talking about a lady that he needed to talk to.
No, he has a real estate partner, a lady named Michelle, that she likes to buy properties. They're buying properties together. And she's looking for, and she was a broker in El Paso. And they're looking for properties. They want it. So that's why I asked her, you do residential, commercial? She said land deal. I said, well, I was a land banker. So I told her, hey, and then he said, they're looking in New Mexico. I said, well, I have a couple properties in Las Cruces that are cash flowing. Well, I need to first give her the number. I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put the cart before the horse. He's talking about another lady, but he will give you the lady that is partners with him, and is a Spanish-speaking lady. And every person.
Did you get her number?
No, I didn't. You get it from him.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, so what I want you to get there is the tonality, the rhythm, the tempo, the conviction, the authoritative. And listen, this is what we do, how we do it. I don't want you to waste Denise's time because she's good. So I'm telling you, and here's the thing, I'm glad you don't remember you. It's a good thing, right? Because then he may throw some things that I have to defend you, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so now you know what we have there. Is that, I sound like a better deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what he's gonna do when you talk with him and you meet with him, because when you start telling me mobile, I said, I don't want Denise to go there like that. I want him to, you call him and you set up a time to meet with him. But I think if you talk with that lady, you could probably be persuasive, right?
Because she's about to get foreclosed on.
Right. And so you got to put the fear in them. Here's what you could tell them. Listen, you haven't paid. If you give us this and foreclose and we got to buy, they may want to, have you rent it in with it. You may sell it that way as a occupied, almost like giving her a fresh start, right? You know what I mean? Something to think about, something you could tell Scott, hey, listen, Scott, I know you've been through a lot with her, but, would you be opposed that maybe if you sell the property or whatever? He should just get out of that deal because that's not going to be the thing. But, okay. Hold on a second. Okay, so did you like that? Was it helpful?
Yeah. Honestly, I would try to get more commission out of this one.
That's up to you. I set the tone. Now this is where your training is going to come in. All I did was give you the stepping stone, let him accept, right? Because he didn't give me no objection, right? Now, if he gives you the objection, I could come, hey man, you got to pay her, bro. Like, this is crazy. We're solving your problem, right? So now what you need to do is say, listen, typically I charge 8%, in the marketing. So here's what, now you can negotiate with them. Listen, I know you're losing some money. I'm looking for a relationship. Now you could practice your opportunity cost value if it comes up. Then you could practice the commission, right? I threw a little bit about the staging just to set the tone, but now it's in your hands. Whatever you want
Yeah.
to charge, because remember, whatever you get, I'm getting a piece of the back end anyway. But I want you to
Mhm.
practice that, okay? And he goes, and look what he said. All right, I'm going to give you a shot. What's the first thing I said? Well, we're going to need a seller's agreement. And then I said, you know, you're dealing with the top dog. She's the owner. Don't tell nobody that. But we're not going to give this to any sub-agent. Yo, oh, that's good. You know, that's when he brought up his partner, Michelle. Oh, I got to tell Michelle that.
So this Michelle character, she concerns me a little bit.
Why?
Because, like, is she part owner with him or what?
No, they just do other real estate deals. There's
But
nobody.
how come she's not helping him get out of this deal?
Because I don't really. That's you to find out. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing is, you're already putting things in the deal that may not even be there. Stop being skeptical. Now, if he brings her up, they say, listen, who is Michelle? What is her role in this? But don't let, because the only